Today we are going to be learning how to prepare a persuasive point of view. The first step is to brainstorm. It's important to choose a topic that means something to you. For example, you have strong opinions on it. I would recommend picking something that you are passionate about. Pick something that's current, so there's lots of sources available to you. Something that is controversial or highly debated, so that there is more substance to go through. And most of all, make sure that the topic interests you. If you aren't interested in it, there's no point doing it. The next step is to mind map your associated ideas. It's important to branch out ideas and make sure that they link to one another. Once you are finished, highlight your favorite ones. For example, coronavirus. First, we'll start with the big ideas: panic buying, the media, government response, health services, etc. Then you go into the specific details. You provide more details on what those big ideas can represent. Once you are finished, start thinking about your favorite ideas. Highlight them so you can figure out a way to link them to your contention. The next step is to formulate questions. This will help you with your research and forming your eventual arguments and contention. It's okay if you're still unsure what to write about. The next steps will help you figure this out. The next step is researching. Before choosing a side, it's important to research your topic in depth to develop a comprehensive understanding of your points. When researching, it's important to use credible and authentic sources. For example, you might refer to the ABC, SBS, Q&A, government websites, expert opinions, medical websites, science journals, textbooks, etc. You should also try to find a range of media texts. For example, speeches, letter to the editor, cartoons, editorials, opinion pieces, blogs, Q&As, and interviews. By including a range of media texts, you can understand how different writers use different points to support their contentions. While researching, it's important to organize your information in a clear and effective manner. Use the following table to help you figure out how writers organize their arguments and support their points. With this table, you need to include text details, the contention, the arguments, and evidence used. For example, text details could include the title, the writer, and the publication for when you want to acknowledge sources. You can also talk about the development, the organization, and any rebuttals in arguments, as well as any techniques used. It's important to include both for and against. Try to find at least 6 to 10 sources to ensure that your work is well researched. The next step is to find evidence. You'll need to reference credible sources and find a range of evidence to use. For example, you might want to think about statistics, quotes, facts, anecdotes, and expert opinions. It's important to include the source details so that you can reference when appropriate. The last step is to develop. You need to think about the issue and the societal impact that it can have. First, the stakeholders, the background information, as well as the type of people involved. When it comes to the background information, you need to think about why it's controversial, why people care, what started it, and what do people want to achieve. With your audience, you need to understand who is affected, what groups are likely to care, and the demographics, for example, occupation, age, gender, social roles. The stakeholders are the people who are most likely to give an opinion, and they are usually people who have an interest in the actual topic. Sometimes they can be impacted when it comes to future decisions. Next, you should decide your purpose, audience, and context. Audience refers to who you will target. For example, their demographics in age and their interests, what they value, for example, love, happiness, health, how you will best communicate to them, what techniques will work best, as well as what you want them to agree with. This will become your target audience. It's important to make this specific. The next one is purpose. Here you need to decide what you want the audience to agree with, how you want them to think, feel, or act, as well as what your contention will be. The most important thing is, what do you want to achieve or change? The last step is your context. Here you need to decide who you will write as. Are you going to adopt a persona that makes it more believable? And where will this be presented? Now you should have completed how to prepare for a persuasive point of view. Make sure you check the links at the bottom to find a PDF resource and to download these images. Stay tuned for the next series on how to write your persuasive piece.